welcome back everyone. This is Tika the Cosmic Witch here. Happy third quarter moon. If you are watching this when it has come out, it is now Wednesday, so we are under the Mercury influence, and it is the third quarter moon in Virgo today. Yes, I love it when spirit aligns us like this with the cosmos and with the days of the week. It just really speaks to me personally. So I decided to celebrate this third quarter moon with a pick your card. And so a couple of things that come up with third quarter moons is a need for adjustments. You know, we feel like our cup is halfway full, halfway empty. We're not sure if we should continue this way. Should we start over? If we turn back now, what will happen? If we continue, what will happen? And so we're kind of in this yin and yang of balance and seeking balance at this time of the month because of Mother Moon's influence. Now with the Virgo energy, obviously this has to do a lot with self-improvement as well today. You might feel like your throat chakra is a little bit blocked up. Maybe you need to speak up a little bit more. You know, do some throat meditations today to really honor that this moment that we have, you know, this cosmic time, the sacred time that we have right now. But we are going to start with a pick your card to get you guys started on the right foot. So I've got my Witch's Brew tea here. I've got the cards here, and you guys would have picked your cards already. So there are 3 cards, okay? We have the clear quartz pile, the spirit quartz slash witch's finger pile, and then we have the selenite pile. So you can go ahead to the previous post and look at the cards there so that you can see what's really calling to you, okay? And like I always say in my videos about pick your cards, don't jump to one that you think fits you better because it looks prettier. Go to the one that's calling to you for real, because that is what you need to hear. Remember that we are also a few days away from winter solstice slash Yule. So the veil is thinning for a lot of people, and so you know, your ancestors are really speaking through the actions that you're going through right now, the images that you're seeing, and how you're receiving them as well. So you can choose to decide how you will receive this information, but I highly recommend that you go with what your heart is telling you and your gut is telling you, okay? So for those of you that picked the clear quartz pile, we are going to start with your cards first. So for today's card pull, I am using one of my older classical decks, the Wild Unknown Tarot. No oracle, just straight cutthroat today, okay? So for the first pile for the clear quartz, we have the reverse 4 of Cups. We have the 7 of Cups as well. And we have the Ace of Pentacles. So with these cards, there's a sense of, you know, you have so many options right now. You have so many blossoming, blooming ideas, and you are really unsure of where you should go next. And this seed that you've planted, it's so precious to you, I feel, and I feel like you've kind of gone through this process before, and so you're really just taking your time and taking a lot of baby steps because you're scared that it's going to have the same outcome that it had before. And that's not necessarily true, and that's necessarily going to happen, but you've been overthinking, you've had so many thoughts, and now your thoughts are becoming a little deceptive to yourself. You're second guessing your own, you know, your own intuition, which is never a good thing. This group, you might be having a lot of like gas problems, like digestive problems, backed up colon problems right now, you know, constipation, all those kind of things, because you're so in your mind and out of your body. You're questioning your intuition, which means your gut's all messed up too and imbalanced. So there's a sense that you have all these different ideas, and you know, you've planted the seed and it's been planted for a while, and you're just afraid that it's not going to blossom the way that you want it to, because everything before felt like, you know, nothing ever works out for me. Why is this always happening to me? Blah, 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 blah. When will it be my turn? You know, this is what I'm sensing from this group. So first and foremost, Spirit says patience, okay? You need to really step back, okay? You've had your hands in all these little cookie jars and all these other little cups, you know, peeking through. Nope, I don't like that option, close it back. Nope, I don't like that option either, close it back. That's not how the world works. That's not how life works. That's not how the spiritual ascension works, okay? So if you're gonna keep up with that nonsense, understand that you're not going to ascend and you will stay right where you are right now. So really take a step back and really ask yourself, okay, why didn't it work before? What was I doing before? What was my routine before? Okay, again, we are under the third quarter moon in Virgo. So what was your routine like before? What self-improvement do you have to do? What self-improvement were you doing before for it to not work versus what you're doing right now? Because I guarantee it's different. But you're so afraid because you're holding on so much onto the past, you can't move forward. So practice some gratitude, okay? And understand that every blockage was protection from the divine and it wasn't meant to work before in your favor, okay? Spirit says yes or no because there's something better coming for you. And so if it didn't work before, that's okay. It just means that Spirit has something better coming for you and you really have to trust that. You really have to trust that. Now, with all these blossoming ideas that you have that's having you question yourself and having you question, you know, your abilities, you have to shut it all out. And so I would recommend that you are writing, doing a lot of journaling, and, you know, writing all those things down, all those thoughts, and, you know, read them out loud to yourself. Read them out loud to the third quarter moon today. Read them out to Mother Moon tonight, and she will hear you, and she will provide you with some grounding and calmingness that you need to allow you to step forward, okay? But there's this, again, there's a sense that you guys are so confused. You don't know where to go. Maybe there's been like multiple interviews, contracts being sent to you this week, or they're being triggered now because of the third quarter moon, and now you're not really sure what to go with this. You have so many options. Again, take a step back. You don't need to make a decision right now. Okay, in fact, the adjustments that you need to make right now is to not make any decisions because you've made so many, or you said yes to too many things that you can't even keep count and keep track of what you said yes to and what you said no to. You don't even know anymore what of your thoughts are pure and what your thoughts are dark. Like, you're so all over the place right now. Your mind is so scattered, and it's deep in emotions of fear. Fear and guilt of the past, and fear and guilt that it's not going to work in your favor. And if you keep speaking that into existence, you're going to spellcast yourself and it's going to not work in your favor. So be careful of that too, especially today. It is Mercury's day and we are under the Virgo moon, which means anything that we are saying, speaking, communicating, both verbal and nonverbal, is going to come back to us in the 3D. So really watch those words. Your words are your wand. Okay? So that's for pile number 1. I hope that made a lot of sense. I send you guys all my love and blessings. And thank you so much for tuning in. If that resonated with you, you know where to find me. thecosmicwitch.com. That's with 2 V's, not a W. And you can book your own personal reading so we can go a little bit deeper about what it is that you need to adjust in your life or at this current moment as well. Okay? Now, for those of you that picked the Witch's Finger / Spirit Quartz, let's get into it. Oh la la. All right. We have the reverse 3 of Wands. We have the 4 of Pentacles here. And we have the Temperance card here. Okay, so first and foremost, you guys have to do the most adjusting, clearly, because the Temperance card is here. There's a sense that you need to do, you know, take a little bit of what you've learned from the past and apply it to the future right now. So your ancestors are coming through deeply right now and asking you, you know, we've given you all this wisdom. We've given you all these lessons through all these retrogrades, and you're not applying what you've learned. And so now, what you thought was going to work in your favor and what you thought was going to come through as a blessing and come through as a celebration is actually not. And you're kind of questioning, okay, I put in all this extra energy and it's taking so much energy out of me. Whatever you're investing in right now is taking a lot of energy out of you and it's not fulfilling you in the way that you thought it was going to. And so again, there are some serious adjustments that you need to make And I truly believe those adjustments have to do with you being extremely comfortable and stagnant with where you are right now. And so ask yourself, why are you being stagnant on your process? Is there the sense that you don't want to move forward? Do you want to stay where you are right now? Because that's okay. It's okay to be comfortable, but understand what that means for you. Understand what that means for your dreams and for the life that you're trying to build for yourself, the person that you're becoming, your higher self. Is this what your higher self wants? What do you want? Do you even know? So, you've been very grounded, yes. You've been very consistent, yes. But you're not really challenging yourself either. And so those challenges and those lessons that you've been given before from earlier this year, you're not really applying them. And so you're kind of in this loop of not really going anywhere, and things are not really moving. The road is very smooth, which again is comfortable, but it's not going anywhere. And so what you've been doing, I feel, is, you've realized that, and so now you've been putting in all this extra energy, but the energy is not really being put in the right places. You need to invest the energy elsewhere, okay? That just came through. You need to invest your energy elsewhere. There's no need for you to keep doing this because you're burning yourself out for no reason. You're working like a damn mule for no damn reason. You need to put your energy elsewhere. Take your eggs and put them in a different basket. Because right now it feels like you've put your eggs in too many baskets or in one basket rather than multiple. And so instead of having numerous various resources, you have one, which is probably just you. And so now you're just burning out. And what you thought was going to come through as a blessing is not, because you're so damn tired. You can't even receive it. Woo. So what are you going to do about that? Well, you need to apply what you've learned from this past. Okay? It's the third quarter moon in Virgo. Where is your Virgo energy? Where is the Virgo in your chart? Where is your Mercury in your chart? What is in your sixth house? Look at those, because that's where your self-improvement can use a nice little kick, and you know that it'll be something that you can enjoy, because there are various ways for you to do that. And also because you're burnt out, there's no need for you to really make any adjustments besides applying what you know to the now from the past, so that this can turn around. Okay, so that's the adjustments you need to make. You need to get a little bit more comfortable. You need to get a little bit uncomfortable, shake things up a little bit, and don't be so stagnant. Your root chakra is doing really well. That's great, but even though you've had all this experience that's made you so grounded, you're not really using it to your favor, and so you're gonna be a little disappointed. And I'm sorry to hear that, but also it's what you need right now. So ask yourself, what does that mean for you? What adjustments do you need to make around the situation that you're putting too much energy into? And how can you adjust so that it's balanced, again, on both sides? Stop giving these people all your extra energy. Maybe it's not a project, maybe it's a person. Whatever it is, you're putting in so much energy and it's not serving you. Stop. It's done. There's no need for that anymore. There really isn't. Okay? So I hope that resonated with you guys, and good luck. You guys have the most adjustments to make, because you're kind of like in this, tired phase, but you feel good, but you're so exhausted, you're kind of confused as to why. It's because your energy is being leaked by somebody else. Someone's leaking out your energy, or something is taking your energy. So you gotta figure out where it's coming from, that energy leak, okay? So group spirit quartz, if that spoke to you, you can book your own personal reading as well, so that we can continue to discuss those adjustments for you, okay? I send you guys all my love and blessings as well, Ashe. Last group, we have the Selenite. Beautiful Selenite. I'm also wearing Selenite some right now, actually. And so the cards that you have, the reverse Nine of Pentacles. Oh, wow. The reverse Ten of Cups. And the Father of Pentacles. So you are very similar to group number 2, Selenite, where there's a sense of, I'm so comfortable. I know I'm being taken care of. I know I'm divinely protected. I have my roots so deeply planted into the ground, into this plan. I ain't changing shit. You're being stubborn though. You're being very stubborn. Because look at this. Look at this blessing you're blocking right now. Okay? Look at this. So you're very overwhelmed. I'm going to say that this has nothing to do with business or your career, and it's more coming to me as a person in your life. There's a sense that you've got your claws dug deep into somebody, into some sort of relationship, whether that's romantic or non-romantic, okay? And you are so planted in there that you can't even see anything else. You can't see any other options. You can't see your own intuition telling you that this ain't what it's supposed to be, that this person perhaps or thing is blocking your blessings. And there's a sense that you need to work on your independence because you're being really almost needy around this person or thing. Now, with the 10 of Cups, you have a lot of emotions around this person or this situation. There's a lot of overwhelmingness around this situation because you're not ready to move forward. I can see that. You're not ready to move forward. You're not ready to let go. But if you don't, all these little pentacles are going to just fall away and not be here anymore. You've had all these really great plans come through. You've had, you've taken the right steps to align yourself better to what it is that you want into the next year or what have you, into the cycle of the moon. But you are so distracted and stubborn because you don't want to move that you're losing it. And whatever this is also taking up a lot of your energy emotionally though. And it's making you question your intuition, not too much in those terms of deceptively, but you really are, you can't think straight because your heart is it's everywhere. Like, you want to think with your heart, but you shouldn't. So you kind of go back between two different options, but you still follow your heart anyway, despite going through that whole process. And it's really causing a lot of, not anxiety, but a lot of like emotional stress, emotional distress and dis-ease. And that distress and dis-ease is deceiving you and, distracting you from working on this realignment for your path. Okay? So it's time to allow your heart to become light as a feather again. Okay? It's time to think more with your mind and put your heart on the back burner for a little bit. Go connect with some water. Go take a bath, take a spiritual cleansing. That's probably what you really need, honestly, is spiritual cleansing. Honestly, all of y'all need spiritual cleansings. But you guys definitely need a spiritual cleansing. So take a spiritual bath. Get some herbs. I'm not going to tell you what to use, but get some herbs that call to you and make a spiritual bath for yourself and connect back with water. Because there's a sense that your energy is so up and down right now because of the emotions that you have. You can't even adjust accordingly because you don't even know what you're doing. You're so caught up in this person/thing that you can't even see that you're in trouble. And that's kind of dangerous and scary. So maybe talk to some friends about this and see what they have to say. Talk to your guides, maybe pull some of your own cards for more confirmation as well, just to let you understand what adjustments in your life you have to make. But I'm really sensing it has to do with a relationship. Again, it doesn't have to be romantic. It can be someone that's a friend, a family member, a coven member, whoever. But you are so overwhelmed that you can't even focus on what's right in front of you, which is all this beautiful abundance coming through. You can't even focus on it. So my closing suggestions for you as guidance and wisdom is to ensure that you are really focusing on the current present and not just planting your seeds and just like staying there, but actively continuing to work on those roots that you've planted. In order for those plants to blossom and be upright, you have to continue to work in the soil. You have to continue to work and put your hands in the soil, get your hands dirty, roll your sleeves up and continue the work. But that requires you to have a straight mind, which means your third eye, your heart, and your root need to all be aligned, okay? People think that your intuition comes from here. It's not. It comes from here and here. The three have to be aligned. Otherwise, you don't have your intuition, period. Having this activated don't mean shit. You need to have all three activated and aligned, okay? So Selenite group, sorry that was a little bit more tough, but you guys need to hear it that way. And if that resonated with you, I send you love and blessings. Thank you so much for listening to this, and I will invite you to also book your own reading so we can continue to talk about what it is that you need to adjust in your life, because there's some serious adjustments for everyone. Of course, we have some, reverse cards. It doesn't necessarily mean you're doomed and it's game over, your plan's not going to work. No, it just means that now is the time to really make those adjustments, because again, eclipse season is coming up very soon. Okay, we have a new moon eclipse in Capricorn on December 26th, and then we have a full moon eclipse, lunar eclipse in Cancer on January 10th. So eclipse season is coming up, which means endings and beginnings. And so before those endings and beginnings start to come through, let's make adjustments now so that we are ready for that new beginning, rather than having to end things again. Because I'm tired of that, aren't you? Yes. All right, you guys. That's all I have to say for right now for your pick your card. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did like this idea of doing a adjustments required needed for the third quarter moon, let me know. The Cosmic Witch branding is going to be going through a few changes, and I'm still trying to figure out what it is that you guys want. So please share your feedback. Please like this video. Please share it and comment so I know that you've actually seen it, because Instagram is heavily surveillancing witches online. And so I've noticed that, the content and the community has been very quiet. So if you guys are still around, let me know. Let me know your feedback. Let me know what you want to see. Let me know what you guys are interested in. And if this resonates with you, go ahead and tag your coven, and I will see you guys in my next video. Take care. Bye-bye.